Students from outside Europe should be given special permission to stay and work in Scotland after their studies have finished, according to a report. The Scottish Government's post-study work group said the work visa, which was abolished by the UK government in 2012, should be reintroduced. It was scrapped as part of a crackdown on abuses of the student visa system. But the post-study work group said there was overwhelming support for its reintroduction in Scotland. The post-study work visa had allowed non-EU graduates to remain in the UK for 2 years. Under the current rules, students from outside the EU are allowed to stay in Britain for 4 months at the end of their courses, and if they get graduate jobs they can switch from student visas to work visas. Graduate jobs. In December, Home Secretary Theresa May gave her backing to a plan that would require all foreign students to leave the country at the end of their courses. Ms. May believes the current rules are being abused, with many students staying in the country illegally after their studies. The plan put forward by the Conservatives would require anyone whose student visa expires to leave the country and reapply if they want to continue their studies or take up graduate jobs. But Scottish Europe and International Development Minister Humza Yousaf said the post-study work group report showed there was a clear indication that business and education in Scotland are equally keen to see the reintroduction of post-study work visas. He added, "Immigration policy is currently too heavily influenced by the priorities of the southeast of England, based on the values of the current UK government and driven by a desire to reduce the numbers of incoming migrants, which does not recognise Scotland's needs and does not serve our economic or societal interests. Scotland's needs are different to those in the rest of the UK. Scotland has a large, established migrant community, and the Scottish Government welcomes the contribution new Scots are making to our economy and society." Negative impact. Mr. Yousaf said the post-study work visa would help Scotland attract and retain world-class talent to fill vacancies which cannot be filled by resident workers. He said the report made clear the negative impact on education institutions, communities, and the economy since the scheme was closed in 2012. The minister said, "We welcome the Smith Commission's view that the UK and Scottish governments should work together to explore a potential new post-study work scheme for Scotland and will make every effort to work with the UK government to ensure that such a route is re-established in Scotland." The Home Office has so far not responded to a BBC Scotland request for a response to Mr. Yousaf's comments.